right, welcome to Marvel Live. I'm Ryan Panagos, aka Agent M. I'm super excited for you all to be joining us this evening or day or whatever time zone you're in. We are global here for a very special episode of Marvel Live, and we're discovering, how a new future begins, and we're doing that by getting deep into Marvel Future Revolution, a new upcoming game that I am so excited about. So maybe you've heard about the game, maybe you haven't, but there's a lot of questions. So on this live stream, we're going to get into the story, the plot, all that stuff. We're going to talk about that. We're going to get into the playable characters. Maybe you've seen some of them online. You're going to learn a lot more about them on this show. We're going to share details about the battle content. It's really cool. Stay tuned for that. Hold on to your butts for lots of details there. We're going to take your questions. We've got some good ones. Keep sending more in. Use the chat function wherever you're watching. Let us know what you want to hear about. Most importantly, we're going to do a world premiere of live gameplay. I'm going to be playing because clearly I'm the greatest player in the world. We'll see how that goes. But you're going to vote to see who you want me to actually use to play live tonight. So stay tuned for all that. We're going to get into it. And of course, we have great guests from Marvel Games and from Netmarble.
We're watching this broadcast for Marvel Future Revolution.
What Marvel Future Revolution is? Well, it's Marvel's first open world action RPG on mobile. And I will tell you, it is a stunning game. It is beautiful. It is super fun to play, easy to pick up. You're going to see a lot of that tonight. And really, it explores a history of Marvel stories that we've never seen before and reveals an amazing new future for Marvel mobile games. It's really cool. I'm excited for you guys to check it out tonight. Now, the thing is, Marvel and Netmarble have been collaborating on this game for years, literally years. I remember a couple years ago, the first time I got my hands on the title, and it's gotten even better and even cooler. So what we're going to show you tonight is the culmination of so many years of amazing work. Now, this is it. This is the time we can truly reveal Marvel Future Revolution to you. So this is the big live stream world premiere. Let's roll a little video.
The universe is in crisis.
Multiple Earths from different dimensions are in danger
Very
of
cool.
colliding. Lucky for us, we've got heroes to help out if it does.
Welcome to Omega Flight.
This party's just getting started.
Marvel Future Revolution. Pre-register now.
That's right. You can pre-register everywhere now, so get in
That's
there.
what we call a little sizzle video, give you a little taste, a little bit of deliciousness of Marvel Future Revolution, but we're going to get into so much more tonight, and I can't do it alone. We've got some amazing guests joining me here on Marvel Live. First up is Joe Lee, production director at Netmarble. Joe, how are you?
Hey, Ryan. Nice to be here.
Exciting times, Joe. Joining us as well is Danny Koo, director of product development at Marvel Games. Hi, Danny.
Hey, Ryan. Long time no see.
I know. And of course, we have mighty Mark Sumerak, who is the writer for Marvel Future Revolution. Hey, Mark.
Hey, Ryan. So glad to be here.
I'm glad you're here too, buddy.
This is quite different than what they
we know
debuted
that
on
Marvel Future
in
Revolution
Korea.
is this massive
we watched
open
earlier.
world action RPG on mobile. And the fact that it's both an RPG and a Marvel title means it's got to have great story. So, Mark, you're the writer here. Please, can you illuminate a little bit of the game's story and plot for us right now?
Yeah, absolutely, Ryan. So the story for Marvel Future Revolution begins with a multi-dimensional crisis known as convergence. Basically, a mysterious cosmic force has broken down the barriers between realities, and multiple alternate Earths are headed on a collision course with each other.
All right, we've read about some of that on the website.
Step up to save the day, but this time it might be a crisis that even Earth's mightiest can't avert. So when all hope looks lost, that's when the android Avenger known as the Vision sacrifices himself using his phasing powers to combine those multiple Earths into one primary Earth. And then in tandem with technology from Project Pegasus, that's when he becomes the core of something known as a convergence engine. But this solution is only a temporary one, and to make matters even worse, villains from all of various regions of this new combined world are looking to take advantage of the new situation. That's where Omega Flight comes in. Omega Flight is seeking out heroes from countless realities to
Still
end
catching
convergence
Pokemon.
and to be the universe's last line of defense. And you're about to become their newest recruit.
Pretty cool. Joe, can you tell us a little bit more about what Omega Flight is?
Okay, so with the convergence happening, the world is not in a great shape. Omega Flight is a group of superheroes who decided to take on the huge responsibility of keeping things at bay to make sure that the world is not falling to a darker place. And in this game, you're a part of it, and it will be your mission to protect the world from any more dangers incoming.
All right. Danny, do you think
the
you're up for the
storyline?
task? Would you be a member of Omega Flight?
Yeah, definitely. So superhero, at the end of the day, it's the last line of defense of to protect this world from further convergence, and it's a befitting that we name it Omega Flight. It's the last defense.
I think Omega is going to come up again a little bit later. All right. So, Mark, you mentioned there were 5 regions. Can you tell us a little bit about those 5 regions, and then maybe Joe or Danny tell us a little bit how we explore them?
Yeah, absolutely. The main region that you start out in is called New Stark City. And it is basically a technological utopia built by some of the most brilliant minds in the Marvel Universe, but Tony Stark's going to take all the credit for it. It is where your headquarters is as a member of Omega Flight, and it's also where Project Pegasus is, the cool research.
Oh, we're buffering. Well, that's not buffering. That looks like a Marvel broadcast fail.
Even more as players get into things. I'm very excited by it. I've seen a lot. All right, so what I want to do now is, how about we play a video about the game story so we can dive into that a little bit more.
I'm not really sure what this says. That YouTube's running, but Twitch is not.
Convergence. That's where this all began, and how it almost ended. Some cosmic force threw everything into chaos. Again. And multiple worlds were on the verge of destruction. Dr. Hank Pym tried to stop the Earth from colliding, but he failed.
Very cool
Our heroes assembled to save the planets. For once, their efforts weren't enough. When all hope was lost, there was just one plan left. One vision. His sacrifice brought us together and bought us more time. But the fight isn't over yet. We aren't just fighting for our Earth. We're fighting for all of them.
I haven't seen this video before. That's pretty cool.
You gotta be having a blast doing the story for this game. There's a lot of stuff happening
Mark,
there. You gotta be having a blast.
Yeah, it's
doing
pretty
the story
wild
for this
to get
game.
to play
There's
in a
a lot
sandbox
of
this
stuff
big.
happening there.
It's like
it's
pretty wild to get to play in a sandbox this big. As a team to come up with the most fun story we possibly could and use as many of the different characters and worlds and storylines that we wanted to combine into one. And to be able to do that is not just an honor, but it's just been so exciting and so much fun along the way.
Joe, Danny,
Guess they got themselves running
again.
again.
Thank you for including the greatest character of all time, MODOK. We saw a little glimpse of him in that video right there. So I appreciate your support of my friend, MODOK.
He plays a
you guys
great
don't know how to
role.
react to that. Look at him.
You'll find
He's so
it out.
beautiful. All right. We actually have another video that I want to play here. This one is focused on the universe of Marvel Future Revolution because, as you guys have been talking about, there's these different regions, there's all these characters, there's all kinds of stuff going on. But maybe we get a little tour of the universe. Let's roll that video right now.
Hydra area. Nice. In-game footage, it says. These are all the different regions, it looks like. These are probably cinematics for when you pop into a region from in-game. And art. Gonna make me think the Nova Corps is coming.
So cool. Joe, being on the development side of things for Netmarble, working on Marvel Future Revolution, do you have a favorite region from those we just saw?
Mine will be New Stark City because that's actually the very early part of the game. So we actually paid a lot of extra attention to it to make sure that, our players, like feel, like comfortable and it's a welcoming experience. So yeah, I've spent a lot of time on it.
Danny, what about you?
I would pick Zen Earth because what would Zen Earth sound like on Earth? With that alien imprint, it's like what would be the technological difference against like technology on Earth?
How about you, Mark?
I love Midgardia because not only has it got the fallen gods of Asgard, but you've got all the things that come along with them. There is a fair share of trolls and frost giants and pretty much anything you'd ever want to fight if you went through the 10 realms.
Cool. Show us some gameplay.
Cool. All right, so Joe earlier talked about the 8 main playable characters in the game at launch. I want to remind all of you what those characters are. So we have Captain America, Spider-Man, Captain Marvel, Doctor Strange, Iron Man, Star-Lord, Black Widow, and Storm. I love Storm in this game, you guys. We actually have a video about the characters that we're going to roll right now.
That is a good looking character. Yeah, that shield does look hot. Look forward to checking out Doctor Strange. Oh, that's interesting look on Star-Lord. Oh, Spidey with the suit and everything. That is nice. Arm looks bitchin'.
Look, even in that video, you saved the best for last. Storm, rounding it up there. Danny, we have what, like 8,000 or 9,000 characters at Marvel? How and why did you choose these 8 to start?
So, there's a lot of consideration. We work with Netmarble on like the first one, popularity of the character, gameplay factor, and also the natural pairing of these characters being a team to save the world in the story. And we can also pair iconic supervillains and locations that make sense with this cast of characters as well. So we start off with this 8, going on an epic, great adventures, and down the line, we'll continue expanding the world as well.
Look at that, confirmed expansions. I like it. Breaking the news here. Joe, what about you? I would love to know a little bit about the gameplay differences and the styles for each characters. Like, how do they differ from one character to another?
Oh, so we wanted to make sure that we have something for everyone. Like depending on what kind of a gameplay style that you would want. If you're up for like a close quarter combat kind of a stuff, then we have Captain America. And if you're like a trickster kind of a guy, then we have Spider-Man. And then also, if you're actually like a sneaky type, then we have Black Widow. And not just on the gameplay style, but also what kind of character that you're a fan of. Then like if you're a follower of X-Men, then like Storm. Just make sure that like Again, something for everyone.
Mark.
All
are you a
right. Well,
sneaky,
explain
sneaky
more
type
about
of
how they
player? I
play.
feel like you're sneaky, sneaky.
Well, I like the sneaky. Sneaky's good. But I would say, as Joe said, I'm a little bit more of a trickster. Spidey has kind of been the one I've gravitated towards this time around, just because of some of the amazing attacks that he has, and the web swinging. You can never go wrong with the web swinging.
Also,
Well, if they do web
it's
swinging right,
Spider-Man.
that's always
It's
cool.
Probably the greatest character in all of fiction. Don't at me. I'm leaving it there. We're going to move forward. Because one of the things I really loved about that video, it showed some of the costumes and some of the cool character customization things that I think we've hinted at a little bit in the lead up to this big live stream. So one of the things I also wanted to pull out is that I love stats. I love cool numbers and details about Marvel stuff. And we have a stat here that is absolutely wild to me. So there are over 400 million costume combinations available per hero. So 400 million costume combinations available per hero. And I know many of you watching are huge fans of the MCU, Marvel Comics. That includes that 400 million per hero includes MCU or Marvel Comics inspired costumes. So there are also special costumes by region. There you can mix and match the costumes. You can give, really like an extra dimension to your hero.
Costume stuff will be great.
Please roll a video.
Yeah, let's see some.
Costumes.
Saw Ben Riley in there. Oh, from the specific movies, they're saying. Okay. There we go. That's a good looking one. Oh, Hydra looks cool. Yeah, it looks like you can take pieces all over and mix it up however you want, so everybody can look in different. That looks nice.
Whew. So many costumes. I saw Ruffles for Doctor Strange. I love Ruffly Doctor Strange. I love that look. So many things. We'll get into some of those looks, I'm sure, as we go through this. But one of the things we really got to talk about is the battle content.
Yeah.
People who are watching this, they want to know what the gameplay is going to be like as they go through it. So can you, Joe, please lead us into a little
Watching
bit of
Marvel
a discussion
Future Revolution
about
information.
the different battle content in the game, single player, multiplayer, all that kind of stuff.
All right, so on top of all the fundamental epic quest missions, which is basically a single player experience, we also wanted to throw some innovative content modes to make sure we have something new, just pushing the boundary depending on what type of gamer you are. So we have Blitz and Raid, 4-player boss fight stage PvE mode for supervillain confrontation, where you actually stand up against the supervillains with your buddies. And if you're not fully equipped, don't worry, because we have the special operations. It's a fair mode for everyone by balancing out the levels and stats of players evenly, so you can focus on your gameplay rather than your character stats. And Omega War, it's a large-scale PvP mode where 2 teams, 10 players each, compete in PvP combat skills, strategy, and teamwork. And even for a larger scale,
team deathmatch.
Dark Zone, 50-player free-for-all mode designed for elite players who is ready to take on the high risk for high return by fighting your way up to the bosses while being disturbed by other teams and players. Basically, a combination of PvP and PvE at the same time.
Pretty cool. So it felt like a lot, but I'm telling you, dear Marvel Marvel Live viewers. We have so much more to talk about when it comes to the battle content. We're actually going to talk about, get a little bit deeper into all of that stuff in the next Marvel Live we do with Marvel Future Revolution. So just stay tuned for that. We wanted to share some of that as a sneak peek real quick. Mark, what's your favorite type of battle content in Marvel Future Revolution?
You know, I'm really into the 10v10 face off. That it's pretty awesome. It's the Omega War, and it is pretty wild. Getting to play against team versus team.
I'm mostly a lone wolf. I like a great story. That's going to be how I start the game, but I'm sure I'll play some multi. Danny, where do you tend to gravitate toward?
I tend to gravitate towards the dark zone, because this is where you can truly show who is your friend or who is not your friend, that can backstab you and steal all your loot.
Ooh.
Amazing.
Steal your loot.
Joe, are you going to steal all of Danny? Have you
Stealing
stolen
my
all
loot
of Danny's
bad.
loot already?
All the time. He never has a chance against me.
Oh boy. All right. So what we want to do right now is do a little Q&A. We're kind of like halfway into this episode of Marvel Live. So what we want to do in a little bit, we're going to give you guys, all the viewers out there, the world premiere of the starting missions featuring one of the 8 playable characters.
There we
And that's
go.
going to be determined by a viewer vote. So you get ready, think about which character you want to see play as. You're going to be able to put that in the chat. I'll play it live. I have the game running to the side over here. But first, we have some questions that already came in from the audience. The first is from Twitter user Kraken Null, and Kraken Null says, "Can you go into if the characters will have different skill paths or roles to hold in a traditional MMO sense? That is, can Doctor Strange be support / DD? And or can Captain America be a tank / support?" And he said, "Thank you in advance." Joe, you want to answer that one?
Yeah. I think I already, gave you a hint to the answer by saying, like, if you're trickster style, then you could go for Spider-Man and stuff like that. So we actually have like all the different like skill sets, and also that is also customizable to make sure that you want to be either like damage dealer or like a tank for characters like Captain America, or for Iron Man, like we could have like some like a certain skill set, like customized to be like like direct firepower, concentrated on a single target, or it could be for the wider area for the effect, stuff like that. So you could have your roles. You could be the crowd control guy, or you could be the one who is actually doing all the damages, or you could be the tank. Like all of that you would be expecting from this kind of a genre. We got it for you.
Very cool. Another tweet in here from Twitter.
Not clear if they're
user
saying we can do
Kareem.
that with each character,
Kareem
or
asks,
we
if
can
we
play
choose
those
a
roles if we
character,
want.
How are we going to acquire the next one? Danny, can you field that one?
So all 8 characters are playable at launch at the very, very beginning.
Wonderful.
And once you pick a character, you go through your mission, and there will be a natural progression where you can actually pick another starting character to play from as well. So go at it, have fun, play any of the 8 characters.
We had a question come in
Play
live,
and unlock some other. Okay.
and it's all caps. Omega fight or flight? Question mark. I don't know if that's the question, but the other question is there going to be more playable characters in the future? And Danny already said we're getting more. So stay tuned for that. We haven't even launched the game yet. You guys want more? I love it. I love it. We got gamers who are hungry for more. We've got another tweet in here from user Kareem. Kareem asks, how are we going to travel from one location to another? How do you go from region to region, Joe?
Well, this is a superhero game, right? So you travel in a superhero way. If you're Iron Man or if you're Storm, like those characters with the like flying abilities, then we simply let you fly around. Yeah, and then there are tons of other gamey kind of traversing methods provided in the game, and you will be able to find it out very soon.
Okay, so not an answer.
We have another tweet in here from Aileen_gamer. They ask, will characters and costumes be easy to unlock? Danny, how difficult is it going to be for folks to unlock costume stuff and characters?
I don't think it's difficult at all. If you just play through the epic missions and the quests, you get unlocks, along the way, and then you get rewarded and a lot of loot from doing other multiplayer stuff. So all in all, it's very fair for a lot of users out there, and we try to cater to a lot more users than our previous games that we do.
It's exciting. It's great. So those were some questions from y'all. Thank you. Keep thinking of questions for our next episodes of Marvel Live. But now it is time to vote for which character you want to see in live gameplay. We're going to put about 1 minute on the clock. The producers are going to tally
What
up some
character
votes.
do we
You have 1 minute
want?
to put
Spider-Man?
the name of the character that you want us to play as in the chat, and they will let me know. Of course, you have 8 characters to choose from. You know them. You love them. Let us know right now. I have my thoughts, obviously. I want to see a
Anyone have
character I
thoughts
wanna
in
play as
chat?
one. But Mark, who do you want the fans to vote for right now?
I think I'd go with Star-Lord today. He's a really fun character, got a lot of great skill set,
Put in Spider-Man
fun
to see.
dialogue to write. So I think I'd love to see him.
Okay. Joe, what about you?
I was going to say the same thing. It was going to be Star-Lord, but since Mark already said it, then it's 2 votes for Star-Lord.
Ooh. I mean, y'all's votes don't count, so sorry. Danny, what about you?
Wow, I was gonna say Star-Lord as well, but never mind. The red star has a line that I'll pick Black Widow.
Oh,
Ooh. All right.
I'm a little
feeling
interested
very-
in what she's like.
Feeling very Black Widow-esque right now, but the votes have come in. Unfortunately, it is not Storm. Doesn't matter. I have the game. I'm going to play as Storm whenever I want. You wanted to see us play as Spider-Man, so I'm going to pull up the game. We're going to do a couple minutes of gameplay as Spider-Man. This is a live gameplay world premiere. Hope you guys enjoy it. All right. So, here we go. You can see selection area, different characters. Fly in. Pretty cool.
Yeah, we're seeing the
It is
live gameplay
gorgeous,
here.
But everybody wanted Spider-Man. Let's do it.
Added to the squad. Boost the volume a little bit. There we go.
Where are they off to in such a hurry? Wait, that's not right. Did Hydra steal that truck? Guess I should probably look into this.
Alright. So our buttons, our left, our right, our mini map.
Classic Parker lock!
On the
Oh,
web
out of
shooting.
webs. Ooh, that
Webs must recharge or something.
coming through! Oh boy, not good!
See how they hand the camera here.
I guess we're doing this!
I expected more heckling from the guests. They're all too
Ooh,
polite.
that tingles!
You got it, Ryan. Oh. These are the Hydra brutes.
It is. Big boys.
Oh boy, not good!
Oh, dodge him. Hey.
The camera's moving dynamically.
Oh boy, not good! Classic Parker lock!
feel like his little quips and everything fairly authentic.
There you go.
It's time to swing.
Uh-oh.
I'm still learning to use the webs.
Doing good.
Why does everyone want to play with my toys?
That goblin model is great.
Beats me, but if
That's a
Hydra
better
wants
Green
it,
Goblin than
must
we
be
have in
dangerous.
MSF.
Hydra's the enemy here. Aim those things at them. All my enemies will pay, and you're first, Spider. Spectacular.
Alright, used to the red path for dodging. Really looks like a lot of the MMOs that I've played, or action MMOs at the very least.
It's tough.
So the targeting is pretty simple, locked on. It's pretty darn cool though.
Did that hurt?
Got it. Almost there.
Oh boy, not good.
Almost there.
Where is it? Come back.
All out of webs.
Hey.
You got it.
Yeah.
Oh, the cinematic stuff. Okay.
I'll kill you for that, Spider-Man. But your fate will have to wait. For now. That's the stuff.
Good rhyming there, Mark.
Try my best.
Sensational.
Like some fun gameplay though.
Oh, there you go.
That's big.
Probably
Must
should
be-
have held the special for all these guys, but come on.
leveling up very quickly in the very beginning, at least if this is
The
not
world
the
depends
same.
on you, Ryan.
Oh, that doesn't bode well if the world depends on me.
I guess we're doing this.
Big web.
Oh no, that hurts. You asked for it. Skin. You asked for it. Know when to quit, do you? I think now is probably a good time, because I think I'm about to be sick. You won't suffer long, boy.
Oh.
I'll make sure of that.
That's just a direct pull from some comic stuff. Amazing Spider-Man. I love it. I'm also on fire. Stop being on fire, Spider-Man.
Oh boy, not good. Check out these sweet moves.
I haven't read that comic.
Hot burning, Spidey.
Don't forget the dodge button.
Sensational.
No. But I want to fight.
We're doing this. Oh boy, not good.
That's finally getting him down, it looks like.
All right.
Woo.
symbiote is rejecting me.
It's a Pokemon.
I must have its power.
Whatever that thing is, Norman, you might want to get it looked at.
Worry about yourself, Spider. Because next time, you won't be so lucky.
Me? Lucky? That's a new twist. And so is that symbiote thing.
Or symbiotes,
Oh, man, I
then.
missed the truck? Knew that my luck wouldn't last long. What a day. It's not over yet, Webslinger. Whoa! Who are you? A friend. From the neighborhood. And that neighborhood just got a lot bigger, Pete. Want to help me protect it? You know what? Why not? It's not like my day could get any weirder. So basically, multiple Earths are all about to collide with each other. Fun times. Things are under control for now, but there's no telling when the convergence might start again. Lucky for us, we've got heroes from tons of other dimensions to help out if it does. This is Omega Flight. Pretty cool, huh?
Seems cool.
Oof.
Good
There
job.
it is.
Good job.
I did, look, let's be honest. I did a fine job. I did an okay job. I actually am a little bit better with Captain America. But it's still, I had a blast. Now, I heard you say, Danny, I needed to dodge more. That's an important part for Spider-Man's character?
Yes, for any characters. It's an action game, so you
Yeah,
have
like,
to time
get
it
out
at
of the
right
way,
time.
dummy.
The dodge will allow you invincibility window that you would not get hurt. So, and especially it's very important in the boss fight as well.
Joe, how much fun is it to actually see, the game be played, and for fans now to get their eyes on this title?
Well, I might be smiling right now, but I was actually really, really, really nervous. Yeah, it's a world premiere, like you just mentioned, right?
Yeah, and it's live. Like, I was playing that
It just
live,
happened.
so it's pretty cool.
All right. Hope you had a blast.
I had so much fun. Mark, what'd you think? Like, how much of
It's
it have you
amazing.
played through? Obviously, you're a writer. You get to write all kinds of really cool stuff in the game. But how much have you gotten to play through so far?
A whole bunch. We get to see it in various stages as we're going through it, but it's still, every time it comes on a screen, it blows my mind to see how much detail has been packed into this game and into these characters, and it just keeps getting better and better with every new version and every new video that I see and every bit of gameplay. It's just something special.
Yeah. And of course, that was just one of the 8 playable characters that will be available at launch. There's so much more that y'all will be able to check out and play as. Joe, kudos to you and the team at Netmarble for making a really immersive and incredible game. It's a lot of fun. It really is.
Yeah, thank you, Ryan, and to the viewers. Greetings from
Yeah.
the team,
Yes,
dev
Gavin.
team, and the whole team here. We paid, like we put a lot of soul and time and efforts into this. So hope you guys love the game as much as we do.
Yeah, sure do. All right, so everyone out there, it is time. You can pre-register for Marvel Future Revolution right now.
Pre-register.
It's super easy. You can
iPhone
go
and Android.
to marvelfuturerevolution.com. And when you go there, you can claim a special costume inspired by Marvel Comics. As you can see, you got Spider-Punk, 90s-esque Storm, which is... I love that one. When I saw that this morning, I was like, oh man, she looks so good. There's going to be so many great costumes. Well, you see those there. You can get those for pre-registering. You can pre-register now on Google Play, the Apple App Store, and on marvelfuturerevolution.com. And of course, check the link in the description to pre-register right now. Look, y'all, time has flown. That was it. We did it. That's an episode of Marvel Live. Joe, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
I'm sure I'll see you
don't miss
again.
Yeah, don't miss out on the pre-rec costumes. Our treat.
I better check
Very
that.
cool.
I didn't see that when
Danny,
I
I'm probably
pre-registered.
bug you about something real soon, but thank you for joining us.
Always a pleasure, Ryan.
And Mark, I am very glad we got to chat a little bit here. You're a mensch. Thanks for being here.
Glad to be here, Ryan. Thanks so much for having me. It's so excited to see the world finally get to play this.
Yeah. So am I. Of course, again, one last time, you go to marvelfuturerevolution.com to pre-register. You can also check the link in the description to pre-register right now. Thank you for joining us here on Marvel Live. I'm Agent M, and this is Marvel, your universe.
Very cool. Very cool. Game looks hot. All right, and that's this is a sign that this game is available in Canada. Let's get a load of that score. Sounds pretty impressive. All right, we got our raid links down here. We are close, just 2 more downloads and play through the tutorials away from unlocking the next level of payout. Today is part of our last day. I got to check the exact number of hours that we have on the sponsorship, but your help is appreciated. Thanks a lot. I'm going to be streaming a little later, but we're going to end early now and take an intermission and stuff. So I'll be back on later, but I just want to look on some stuff looked a little weird on the stream, so we're gonna check on that. I think I'm gonna put this on YouTube for others to catch it who missed it, and we're gonna go from there. But we're going to raid over to my buddy Tony Scungili. I believe he's still on. He was watching this as well, so let's give him a raid. Make sure you give him a follow. He's helped me with getting a lot of information. He was helping me with figuring out how to get into this game and everything like that. So anyway, let's run over there and say hi and cock-a-doodle-doo.